Good afternoon, Mustache Riders. Conrad Zimmerman here, and this is Tharsis. Now, Tharsis is a crisis management simulator. It's structured a lot like a board game. It's a really unique, difficult game, and I am totally going to screw up playing it, but I wanted to show people because it's really neat. It's really challenging and fun, and really satisfying when you start to feel like you're succeeding, right up until the point that it sort of clutches that away from you. So the way the game works is you have a crew of people, and you can see how I'm going to be able to choose from a group of crew. And you start out with just the top 4 available there: the doctor, the specialist, the mechanic, and the captain. Now, I've, through play, unlocked the technician, but I'm going to stick with just the basic crew in the demonstration here. And as you can see, they each have their own capabilities. They have the doctor here increases health to crew members. The specialist gets to re-roll, and we'll talk about rolling here in a bit. The mechanic does ship repairs, and the captain adds die to crew, and we'll see how all of that works here in a second. We're definitely going with normal difficulty. I haven't even clicked the hard button yet. I'm terrified. So let's go ahead and go in, and this it's going to take us to our first little cutscene that kind of sets things up. But the general idea is that we are on a manned mission to space, and something has gone terribly, terribly wrong. We've been struck by debris, and the ship's breaking down, and we have no choice but to go forward and try to get to Mars. And so here's our ship. The ship is composed of 7 sections, each different, providing a different function to the ship, and each at risk of being damaged and destroying our chances of survival. So we've lost 2 of our 6 crew members. These are the 4 that are left, and as you can see, we have here in the greenhouse, we have damage to the PVCS, whatever that is, but the effect of failing to resolve this by the end of the turn is that all of my crew members are going to get 1 less die. The way problems are solved is through the use of dice. Dice represents the potential ability of a crew member to succeed in their goals. So that's a bad thing to happen to everyone. Over here in the med bay, we have a meteoroid strike that's going to occur, and it will deal 1 health damage to everybody in the crew. And that's bad also. That's not nearly as bad, I don't think, as losing dice. Plus, the dice situation is much easier to resolve, as the number here at the top indicates the difficulty in completing the task. To give you another look at the ship, as I say, each of these 7 sections provides a different function that benefits the crew, in addition to being a place where missions have to be undertaken to repair them. Harvest food, no movement damage, regain dice, health recovery, ship repair, reduce stress. These are all things that need to be sort of balanced and maintained if you're going to have any chance of survival. So just to, I mean, it's a lot to take in, but let's start by fixing this PVCS damage that's going to happen and cause problems with our greenhouse. The specialist is already there. 8 is a pretty easy roll to get, so I'm thinking we're just going to go ahead and start by sending her in, Allison, to fix our PVCS. Allison's there. We set her to deploy, and it takes us into the room. There she is working. How's it going, Allison? So what we have here is an interface for dice rolling, basically. Now, as the specialist, right now she has 2 dice. Once I roll and engage her in the action, she'll lose 1 of those for the next week, representing that she's becoming more fatigued. So we'll need to be able to replenish that with food of some kind. In Tharsis, that can be food gathered from the greenhouses, or it could be cannibalism if things get desperate. So there are options here. what we'll do is we'll roll the dice, and then the totals can be spent to fix the problem. Now, what you just saw there with that flash, these two results, the 1 and the 3, will put the die in stasis, meaning it can't be re-rolled and you're stuck with that result regardless. It can be a real pain in the ass, particularly here as we have 2 values on the low end that we'd get screwed with. The reason this is not in stasis now is because of assist. Assist is a feature of the ship that prevents negative effects on dice. It's a limited resource and has to be replenished, but it's there for our use. Here we've only gotten 3. We need 8 to succeed. We get 2 additional rolls. Normally you get 1 additional roll, but because we're using the specialist, you get an extra reroll. And we're not in a position to really do much to fix this right now, so I'm going to reroll both dice. And here we got a stasis now on the 3, and we're stuck with it as a 3. We can't re-roll that, so we're just going to go ahead and stick it in the dice hole. Oh, it won't even let me put it in the dice hole. Well, fine. Screw you. Screw you. Now, with the 4 and the 3, we're not going to be able to fix it outright. We could risk re-rolling the 4, although that's already better than average, or that is a average result, I guess. It's a mid-range result. We'd definitely be at a risk of winding up lower than that if we rolled it again. But we're not fixing the problem, and that's an issue. Other options for using dice, you can put them into research projects. These are long-term really beneficial. It's a good idea to try and toss dice in there wherever you can when you can afford to do it. But this is not it's not a great start, if I'm being frank. I'm gonna need to pull someone else into here to finish this, and I do want to finish this, but as we don't have anything like super exciting, I'm only gonna take the 4. I'm going to finish the deployment. We put the 3 into research for a later use. And I'm going to send in the mechanic to finish this. So now they're both in there working. Isn't that neat? I'm going to roll a 1. That's going to be a stasis, but we're going to hang on to it here. Then we're going to put this 5 into repair to resolve the event. And now with this leftover 6, we don't have enough here to harvest food. That's okay. We're going to take advantage of the mechanic's class ability and add another point to the system, the ship's overall health, so that when the really nasty dealing damage to the ship stuff comes up in later days, we'll be in a little better position. That does not solve our health all problem. The captain's going to be in some serious shit if we don't get that addressed. So we're going to move the captain in there, start working on it. Probably could have chosen to go with a stasis protection. And screw it, let's roll again, take the risk. Wound up 1 fewer and it's stasis. We'll resolve that a little further. And I'm going to go ahead and move the doctor in here. And what I'll do with the doctor... oh, you know what? I probably should have aimed for a 5 to do a full health recovery on the captain. That was a mistake. But I think I had a 4 and a 1. It wasn't going to work out anyway. That's what I probably should have done if I'd succeeded in a 5+. But we'll roll the doctor. If she gets a 5+, we'll give it to him. If she doesn't, we'll just apply the results to... Well, it's a 2. And that's actually probably better served in the research projects. Finish deployment. Everyone's going to take a point of health damage, which is a bummer.
Moods are turning sour.
And now we get a cutscene between the week.
But if I can't leave
Oh no. Morale is low. So in between weeks, you'll wind up with a choice to make, presented by your crew. These can have varying effects. In the case of this, they want to get some stimulants from the med lab and get everybody a little more boosted up in terms of their capabilities, but at the cost of 2 damage to the ship. Or we can increase the health for all of the crew and reduce dice for these 2. Now, as the dice won't go, I don't think dice can go below 1, so that seems like the safer bet. I don't think I have anything to lose there. Oh, I was right. Did nothing, so that's cool. That worked out. Now you feed your crew. I had 2 food in the stores, which is great. It's a good start. Often you only get 1. Now I just have to decide who needs the food the most. The captain, because I want to take advantage of his opportunity to fully heal himself in that room that he's in, and then he'll also be able to give some help elsewhere. He's already with the doctor. I may have him go first and have him see if I can get 2 5+s, take advantage of his ability to raise crew ability, and then heal himself. Nobody's that near death. I'm not that concerned about fixing that problem right now. But to leave the room would cause damage. So, health damage. I'm going to give the other to the specialist because she gets the reroll, so she gets the most benefit from having more dice. Okay, 2 new problems. Both of them will cause ship damage. Let's start with our plan of having the captain see about getting his health fixed up and giving a little boost to Kayla. Roll these. Ugh! Wow, that's frickin' terrible. I need more assist in this place. This is bad. I'm gonna get myself some assist. I'm gonna spend the 1 back into research points. And oh, I don't like my odds here. Roll again. Oh, that's 1. Alright, it's more important that I fix his health right now than deal with her need for help. Or capability to improve. So, got the captain all healed up. That's good. Let's deal with the pipe rupture because we are here and it is the most damaging. Roll our dice. Well, that's not a bad little roll. Alright, now we could fix this problem. And that's good. So let's do that. I don't even care that I'm using them all. Let's just get it done. Okay. That leaves my mechanic available to do some good. And he's only got 2 dice. I was thinking about having him go generate some more food, but with only 2 dice, both dice have to match on a reroll. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like my odds too much. I might be better off having him attempt to damage down the meteor strike. That's a tough call. See, that's all this game is tough calls. I think I'm gonna go for food. My odds aren't great, but they're not, not terrible, and there's a chance I get something to fill in research projects. Now, do I take the risk on a 1 in 6? I think I will. I'm just going to put this in hold. Roll that. Okay. Put that 2 in research projects, and we're just going to mitigate the damage being done to the ship this turn by the other segment using the mechanics class ability. We may have to resort to some cannibalism here. Still have the doctor able to go. So we'll do that. We'll just deploy her here so she doesn't take damage. Although she can afford to take damage. Only one die. Let's see here. On a 5+ in the lab, she could increase assist, which would be really useful. It's a 33% chance of that. And at worst, it's a stasis. Alright, that's where we're going. She's going to take the point of health damage from it. But if I could fill assist, that would be big. That's not going to do it. But that will. Boom. Okay. Got all of our assist back. Let's finish deployment. We'll take a ship damage and a health to everyone.
I let my fear get the better of me, but the others have proven me wrong.
Okay.
I'm proud
This is going all right so far. It's only going to get worse.
Have a chance.
We might, but it's pretty slim. Okay, so more dice at the cost of ship again. 2 health for all crew at the cost of ship. God damn. So I don't want to take damage to the ship, but I did just it's in pretty good shape. More dice for those 2 guys versus 2 health for the whole crew. We can just leave that problem alone in the other room. Now there's no food, so nobody gets more dice, and that's bad. This is real bad. Okay, so we're set to take 4 damage to the ship. We can only afford to take 1, which means we need to eliminate at least 3. This flight CFE problem up in the cockpit is a nightmare. Because as you can see here with the 3 purple dice, purple indicates that those are void, which means if those numbers come up, the dice are just removed from play. It is cruel. Because not only do you not get to re-roll them, you don't get to use their result for anything either. That's some nasty shit. Plus it's doing 2 damage to the ship. It's gotta be fixed. Or we're screwed. Regardless. Well, no, that's not entirely true. We could maybe mechanic 1 point and fix another point in the engineering bay, but the chances of that are slim considering how many dice we've got. Like, we're kind of up shit creek here, if I'm being totally honest. The easiest problems to fix are going to be the WMS, because we already have 2 people here, and it's at the risk of injury, which isn't a big deal. And the MCA fail, which even with 4 dice could be a challenge over here, and that's, the 19 needs to be addressed more than anything. It needs to be addressed while we have stasis at our assist at our disposal, because that void will just screw us. So I think the thing to do is move the specialist into the flight CFE at a cost of a health. Roll our dice here, and boom, 2 would have got hit by a void and used 2 assist. Okay. I see another route out of this, actually. The repair arm. If I can get a 4 or a 6 on this roll, I'll get the 5 dice necessary to buy that research project, and that would save me from death this turn, allowing me to focus on other things. There's my 6. Alright, let's do that. And with 1 roll remaining, do I roll it and risk losing another assist? Or do I just put it into research? Just putting it into research. Because now I've prevented the destruction of the ship, at least. I should still address damage somewhere this turn. What I think I will do to do that is move the captain to the MCA fail up here. And roll. Ouch. That's a terrible roll. We're going to roll it all again. That is no better. That's no better. Damn you. I was really hoping to either be able to increase assist or give another die to both him and the doctor. That would have been nice. This puts us in a precarious spot. I guess I'm just going to spend the points in here. That's awful. I probably should have used the one in the research project. Just because it didn't do that much. That's a bummer. We'll roll our one die. At least it's useful. Now, do I use it to make other things easier with the assist? Or do I damage this? I'm gonna take this down. Finish their deployment, but we still have no food. We're in deep shit. Deep shit. I bet I get a 4. Oh, a 6. That's kind of nice. Thank you. Do I repair a point of damage to the ship? Which puts us in exactly the same spot we were at the start of this turn. Or do I or do I get, like, most of... Well, not most, but a good chunk of the way to fix... Well, no, most of the way to fixing this. Boo. Yeah, do that. Take a lot of damage. We don't have a lot of stamina to do stuff. Nobody's on the verge of death yet, which is nice.
We lost more than half our supplies with the module.
But, yeah.
If we don't find some creative solution,
Life's not looking good for my crew right about now, Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now. Okay. So we can get some more... Oof. Yeah, we get some more assist at the cost of the ship. The ship would not be destroyed, but we're done this turn regardless if I do that, I think. 30% stress. That's going to max out the captain's stress. It's probably going to max out the doctor's stress too, but it's going to at least get us some food. I don't know what happens when you max stress, but I know it's influence cruise adjusted progress. Well, alright. We got food. We're gonna give it to the mechanic. And we're gonna become cannibals. Because we have to. Oof. I have not ever gotten to the point of killing someone for more food. Here's hoping it doesn't come to that this run. Oh, we are fucked. Yeah. That's a bad time. That is a bad time. Destruction imminent indeed. I mean, we're going to take 2 health damage, so the specialist is going to die. We have 1 assist. We can remove 1 damage easily. Alright. We're going to start with the captain. We're going to fix this. We only need 3 to do it. Okay. We got our 3 to do that. We got a 5 for assist. We're going to increase the doctor's dice 1 further. Okay, that is 1 stressed out captain. Now, let's move the doctor to try and fix the O2 spill. I'm taking a point of damage for passing through the room with the bad time going on. Holy shit. Okay. So we got a 16 here. It's good enough. So that event's complete. We have 3 damage and 2 ship. We could take out the other 2 damage or increase our ship's resistance by 1 or 2. Either way, we might make it out of this. That specialist is fucked though. We're gonna be eating her soon. Poor Allison. I feel bad about it. I do. Let's look at. I mean, I don't want to use her ability. The 1 health, it's not that valuable to me here. But let's put it in our research. And I'm gonna de-stress the crew a bit. I guess I should have done that before. It doesn't matter at this point. I think it only matters when it comes to the choices. Okay. I need to fix the flight CFE. That's gonna be the thing to do. But if I do that, I'll also lose the mechanic. Because I won't be able to heal him. Fuck me. I mean, unless I get 19 on this fucking void crazy. This is. I already see this is how this is gonna go, completely pear-shaped. Okay, that 6 is definitely going in there. That 4 is going in there too. 9 on 2 dice, 2 rolls, and a whole lot of void. I need 6s. All right, yeah, we're done. That's it. I could save the mechanic in theory. Maybe. If I get, yeah, I might be able to save the mechanic. Holy fuck. Oh, that's painful. That's really painful. The reason that's so painful is that I could, like, I could heal him if I had 1 more die to go into research projects, but I don't. If either of those void dice had been kept, the mechanic could have been saved. Alright, well, I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Your last act as the engineer. Doing 1 more ship repair. Oh man, they're screwed. Hey, we got a transmission from Mars. Curious. That's where we're going. So impossible. I think it is. This is probably what we're searching for. That's my guess. I'm just guessing.
Or is the message coming from someone else?
Dun dun dun. Ooh. Okay. Well, I don't care if there's going to be 10% stress for the crew that is completely stressed out. But, I mean, there's no win here. If I do this, the doctor's dead. It's gotta be the ship taking the hit. We don't have to eat anyone right now, at least. Not that it matters. I mean, we're so completely screwed. Yeah. Yeah, it's over. That's a bummer. I'm gonna try to fix this just for fun. See if we can kill him through injury first. And we can. Or Jean. Sorry, Jean. Her. Deployment finished. And Kayla, now it's your turn to die. That's 1. That's 2 more. Goodbye, Kayla. This is actually a far more successful mission than most of them have been for me. Like, I made it pretty far in. The game is brutally hard. I have not finished a successful run yet. I expect many, many attempts before I actually do. But that's Tharsis. It is a game of diminishing returns, and really, really fun, really challenging, smartly designed. Something you can curse at, and it's not the fault of the game, but luck to an extent can just absolutely shaft you. But even when it does, you can see decisions along the way that you could have done that might have produced a better result for you. So that's the sign of a good strategy game, in my view. That's Tharsis. So you can check it out. It's on Steam today. It launched. It's also on PlayStation 4 today from Choice Provisions. Really fun. I may do more of this if that's something people would like to see. If you'd like to see me fail a lot at Tharsis, just let me know in the comments, and maybe we'll do more of this. Until then, you can follow me on Twitter at Conrad Zimmerman. You can subscribe to the channel for other videos, mostly Binding of Isaac at this point, but who knows? Who can say? Who can say? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.